In Billings this Saturday, the annual Strawberry Festival will be at will feature several community organizations. Ren Wadsworth tells us how 2 local organizations are partnering to offer to promote gun safety during the family event.
These locks could be the difference in a disaster taking place in your home or not, and are available for free to the Magic City public.
Riverstone Health has offered free gun locks to people in Yellowstone County for nearly a decade, as they seek to lower injuries and deaths caused by firearm accidents. Gun locks prohibit or at least delay access to weapons by people who shouldn't be using them, like children. And Riverstone says there's another group of people they hope to keep safe by giving out these locks.
Firearms are a big part of our Montana culture, and unfortunately that relates to the suicide deaths in our state as well. So we have about 60% of suicide deaths related to firearms here in Montana, and that's significantly higher than the United States. The United States is right about 50%. And so we just encourage people to keep their firearms secure in their home, and so that way they're safe.
Thanks to a small grant from the Department of Health and Human Services meant for injury prevention, Riverstone purchased more than 300 gun locks to give to individuals and organizations who would benefit from them. And now Riverstone has partnered with Billings Police to help distribute these locks and their accompanying informational pamphlets at public events and to those who may need them. One of these events is the Strawberry Festival, where the BPD will be handing out the locks all day. Their booth will be located near Broadway Avenue for the event.
And the Strawberry Festival isn't the only place you can snag a free gun lock. You can pick up one for yourself at Riverstone Health by calling ahead and helping prevent gun injuries and deaths. Ren Wadsworth, Nonstop Local.
And Ren just said the free gun locks are available from Riverstone Health on weekdays. All you have to do is call the number on your screen, and that's 406-247-3338.